There's one advantage that we have as women, and that is that we are naturally the receivers. Just think about this. Even biologically, we receive the seed to create life, meaning that masculine energy gives or puts out, while the feminine receives and just is. We are naturally, quite literally, magnetic. Even the seed itself directly and naturally travels up the woman's canal straight to the egg all on its own, as if it was being somehow magnetized, right? This can't just be a coincidence. And all of this to say that this isn't just made up woo-woo stuff. This is physically and scientifically a proven fact. It is in your biology to naturally attract and receive. But here's the thing, and here's what most women miss out on. You can use the same magnetism that is already naturally built within you to attract everything and anything that you desire in your life. This magnetism doesn't just end in your body. You need to understand this. And you need to understand that being magnetic is your superpower. It is your birthright. The problem is that your natural magnetism has been blocked by your past experience, by your subconscious mind, and it's been blocked by your nervous system. But the truth is that things don't have to be forced. They don't have to be so hard. The wealth that you wish that you had, the success you know you're capable of having, the ideal loving relationship that you inspire to be in, the healthy body that you keep seeking for every time you look at yourself in the mirror, and overall the magical and aligned life that you deeply desire to live, you can have it. It's all very much possible. And it's possible with much more ease than you think. That is, of course, when you do things in alignment, when you allow this magnetism to flow. You just have to tune into your inner feminine energy and your natural essence, which is exactly what we're going to dive into in this video. But first things first, we first need to clear up some myths and misconceptions about feminine energy, because unfortunately nowadays the word itself has lost its meaning. It's been washed out. And this is something that has become trendy, and that's exactly the problem. Feminine energy is not a temporary popular TikTok trend that's going on. Feminine energy is your blueprint. It's your way back to self. And it's the way in which you create a life full of ease and full of flow. So just to be clear, real feminine energy is not about how aesthetic or how submissive you can be. It's not about how much pink you can wear and your perfect little morning routine. It's about remembering the magic that exists within you, but that the world has dimmed down. It's about being open, being receptive, and it's about trust. Trust in yourself, trust in life, trust in the universe and God. Before we dive into the actual steps and tips on how you're going to attract with ease, I need you to fully understand this part first. So please pay close attention to what I'm about to say, because this is the most important part of this entire video. The reason why you feel like life is so hard, the reason why you feel like you're so unlucky and like things never work out in your favor is because of your programming. And how is your programming made? It's made up through your past experiences, aka your trauma. These traumas then go into your subconscious mind and then become your limiting beliefs. But not only that, these traumas also dysregulate your nervous system, which is what tells you whether or not you are safe to receive. And don't worry, girl, I'm about to break all of this down for you and give you real life examples so that you know exactly what I'm referring to, because without you fully understanding this part, I wouldn't even recommend trying the tips I'm going to be sharing with you in the next step. The thing is that if you don't subconsciously believe that something is possible for you, it simply won't happen for you. For example, I experienced a lot of scarcity when I was little. For the first 10 years of my life, I grew up with lack of resources, like little to no food, no clothing, no water, no electricity, and especially no money. I remember always wishing for more. If only I just had one more bite of rice. If only I had one more pair of shoes. If only I could just have a little bit more of money to at least buy one toy. But there was simply just not enough. There was never enough. And because of this past experience, because of this trauma, I grew up with a subconscious limiting belief that there isn't enough money to go around. I believed that there wasn't enough money for it to just easily flow and come to me. I believed that there wasn't even enough money to make it easily. You always had to work super extra hard for it. And despite the good childhood that I had, because it's not that I had a bad childhood, this experience did create and implant the limiting belief in my brain that life is a struggle, that things are hard and it's just what it is. And just like for a lot of us, I have gone through the majority of my life feeling like things can't be easy, feeling like I can't just attract and be magnetic because everything is a struggle, and I can only possibly obtain good things through very hard work or through hard times. The problem was that my nervous system did not know how to be relaxed. It didn't know how to be open while receiving. I mean, how could it if I never received with ease before? How could it feel safe receiving if all I ever witnessed was my parents working 60 plus hours a week and still never have enough to have extra or to barely make ends meet? Receiving $5,000 out of the blue or receiving some sort of blessing out of the blue felt unreal. And if I'm being completely honest with you, it still sort of feels that way. When I get blessings like that, it feels like there has to be some sort of catch behind it, because it can't just be that easy, because good things never happen to me, not to Ani, right? Wrong, because that's just my subconscious mind limiting me and my nervous system not knowing how to receive, because the only thing that my nervous system is used to is struggle, not ease. And this is honestly everything that all of us, you and I, struggle with just through different experiences. So it's not that you're unlucky. It's not that the universe or God is against you. And it's not that you're not good enough. It's that you don't actually believe that you can have the things that you desire. And I know it sounds crazy. I know that it's contradicting, because I'm sure that you're thinking to yourself, but I want to be successful. I'm pretty sure that you want to be more confident. I'm pretty sure that you want the fairy tale love. And I'm pretty sure that you want to make more money. But that's the thing. It's not about what you want. It's about what you believe and feel comfortable receiving. It's about what you believe you're worthy of or that is possible for you. So, now that we got the most important part out of the way, I'm pretty sure that you want to know the how to overcome these limitations, how to receive with ease, so that you can once and for all stop forcing and stop chasing things in your life, no matter what area of your life. Okay, the first thing I want you to keep in mind is that attracting with ease and being magnetic is not about sitting back and not taking any action. It's also not about waiting around for things to magically change in your life. Magnetism is about being energetically aligned, and I'm gonna say that again. Magnetism is about being energetically aligned for what you desire. It's also about taking small aligned action and expanding your rubber band to receive more, which is exactly what we are about to dive into, and also what I break down in the Feminine Within workbook that I created. This is everything that I cover in there, from the very foundational first step things to the full embodiment of the feminine. Okay, so you are going to receive with ease by using, adapting, and learning these 3 simple feminine energy principles. Number 1 is receptivity. Number 2 is your intuition. And number 3 is fluidity. You are going to use receptivity to attract things with ease by being open to receiving help, being open to receiving compliments, being open to unexpected things, being open to receiving gifts, to receiving money. It's being open to nice gestures and not feeling guilty or bad about it. Get used to receiving without any type of shame or resistance to it. And you start by accepting the small things, the small and the big things. So don't take this first tip lightly. You need to train your nervous system that receiving is okay. So next time that someone offers to help you out, or that you receive a compliment, don't brush it off. Don't say no, even if it feels a little weird. Be grateful and accept it instead. Receptivity is about allowing yourself to be catered to and getting used to being in that energy, so when the universe blesses you with something bigger, like making 10K, 20K months in your business, you don't end up sabotaging it. So that when you meet the love of your life and that person ends up spoiling the heck out of you or loving you correctly, you don't end up pushing it away because it feels like too much or it feels like you're not worthy of it. Being receptive is also being in the state of being rather than doing. You have to know that it's also okay for you to receive without having to do a whole lot for it. You are worthy of your desires simply because you are you. You don't have to prove your worth. You are already worthy. You just need to allow yourself to have it. The second principle you want to use is intuition. And Lord Jesus Christ, if you can apply this principle in everything that you do, you will thank yourself until the end of time. I swear to you. It takes practice, but the more you do it, the better you will be. What they don't talk about enough is that your intuition is your inner compass. When you're in doubt, when you don't know what decision to make, your intuition is going to guide you to the exact path that is best for you. And the best part to it is exactly that. Because you don't want to attract just anything or whatever towards you. You want to attract what will make you most fulfilled and what is truly in alignment with you. And you should know by now that a lot of times what we think we want is not actually what we want or what is best for us. Your intuition doesn't make these type of mistakes. It only leads you to exactly what you need and what you want. The key here is learning to listen to your intuition. And you do that by leaning in to the gut feeling that you get. Leaning in to the subtle nudges that you sense. To the maybe I shouldn't do this or that I should do this even though I'm not ready for it yet. You need to slow down more. And you need to start paying attention to your body so that you can pick up on these cues. And let me give you a personal example of this. I would have never attracted the beautiful community that I'm starting to build on here if I wouldn't have listened to the nudging feeling that I had about starting this channel. And even despite having the limiting belief that I wasn't ready to start this channel yet, I still decided to lean into my intuition. And here I am now, a step closer to my desired life, doing what I absolutely love with people that I am beyond grateful for. So keep that in mind and see how in your own life you can tune in more to your own intuition. The last principle that you need to master magnetism is fluidity. Being fluid simply means being able to adapt through life changes. It's remaining grounded in who you are while allowing life's changes to move through you and not against you. And what this all really just means is that you can't get stuck in your old ways, otherwise you will never grow. How can you grow if you don't allow change? Being fluid is about embracing change and flowing with them. It's knowing that you are capable enough to handle anything that comes your way, no matter how scary it may seem. It's knowing that you are fluid enough to push through whatever comes your way. Just like water, right? Water can be both fierce and gentle. Water can adapt to whatever container it is placed in, and it even fits through whatever cracks, making its way through, pushing forward. But one of the most important things I want you to remember about being fluid is that fluidity is about surrendering. It is about trusting. And this is how you truly receive things with ease. It's just knowing that things are going to work out regardless in the end. For example, I recently just got my very first sponsorship offer, which by the way was very exciting. And my initial reaction was excitement, but it was also fear. Fear because all of these thoughts started coming forward about what if I get more? What if I keep growing? What responsibilities am I going to be responsible for along with this? What if I start drawing in more opportunities? What does that mean for me and my channel? And I thought to myself, am I actually even capable to handle all of that? What comes with success? What comes with growth? But then I quickly realized and reminded myself that this is just my nervous system. That this is just my subconscious mind trying to resist change. Because abundance and things easily coming my way to find me is unfamiliar. So of course it's going to be uncomfortable. So instead, I decided to lean into it. This partnership genuinely felt aligned with me. So I'm allowing myself to be adaptable, to be fluid, and to flow with this opportunity that the universe presented me with. And even if it doesn't work out how I think it should work out, it's still a pretty great learning experience. So whatever transition, whatever change you are experiencing in your life right now, know that you can be fluid in it. Know that you can flourish in it, that you can thrive in it, that you can face it. Know that you can surrender to it. Okay, my love, I know that we've talked about a lot of deep things in this video, and honestly, I think that this video is one of those topics that you're going to benefit most from by taking notes and by rewatching as much as you need, because it's a lot of information that actually works if you just apply it, if you just understand it. However, the very last thing that you absolutely need to take away from this video is knowing how to align yourself to receive with ease through reprogramming your subconscious mind. Everything else I mentioned in this video is great. It is literally necessary. However, this is literally the glue to putting everything together. You have to rewrite your old limiting beliefs, the beliefs that say that you're not capable, that you're not worthy of making more money, that you won't attract a healthy partner, or that you're not going to be successful. And to successfully reprogram your subconscious mind, there are different practices that you can try to reprogram your mind. You just have to see which one resonates with you the most. So you need to come up with a consistent plan of meditating, journaling, scripting, EFT tapping, and even using affirmations so that you can open up your nervous system and your mind to receiving with ease. But please, please, please do not ignore this part. Do not take it lightly. This is yet the most important part of this video. And I know I said that earlier, but really this is the sauce. This is it. So what you're going to be doing is start a 7-day challenge that will hopefully turn into a 30-day challenge where every single day you either listen to a heart opening / receiving meditation to open up your heart, or you're going to do a 7-day challenge where you journal every single day about the things that you notice yourself receiving. Like write down for 7 days straight any compliment, any help, or any gestures that you receive through your experiences. It could even be something as simple as someone opening the door for you. Write that down that day. Just write these things down so that you can train your brain to notice and observe that receiving is possible for you, that you already receive right now, even if in simple ways. You can also try the EFT tapping for the 7 days, which in my experience are very, very powerful, especially in rebalancing your nervous system, in feeling safe in your body. And if you don't know what EFT tapping is, it's simply going like this on different areas of your body to remind yourself or affirm to yourself certain things. I personally do the tapping just where I feel called to. If I'm feeling anxious in my chest area, then I'm going to tap there. If it's in my gut, then I'm going to tap there. If it's around my mouth, then I'm going to tap around my mouth. Tune into your body, listen to it. It'll tell you exactly where you're storing this energy. And you want to specifically do the tapping in the moment of the heat. And what I mean is you're going to do the tapping specifically when you feel uncomfortable. For example, if someone offers to pay your meal and that makes you feel uncomfortable, right in that moment, tap in your heart. It's okay for me to receive this paid meal. I am worthy of someone paying for me. If somehow your social media starts blooming and popping off and you start feeling nervous, do the same thing. It's okay for me to receive recognition. I am worthy of being seen, and so on. Now, I will say this. The most powerful and effective practice that you can use to reprogram your subconscious mind is listening to subliminals. And that's because they are the quickest and most efficient way to get past your conscious mind and straight into the subconscious mind, which is where all your limited beliefs stem from. So what you're going to do is for 7 days straight, you're going to listen to subliminals as soon as you wake up and right before you go to sleep. This is when your brain is most receptive. This is when it's in the theta state. But you also want to make sure that you're listening from a trusted source, not just anyone posting a subliminal online. And you want to listen to the same subliminals for the 7 days straight. Now, if you truly want to learn about subliminals and learn how they can completely transform your life, because I have never seen such fast, quick results before through any other practice that I've done until I started working with subliminals, then stay tuned for my next video, which is going to be all about using subliminals to attract whatever you desire in the easiest and fastest way possible. But of course, you want to know how to use them properly. That's going to come out next week, and it's going to be a complete breakdown of it all. Okay, my love, I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Thank you for being here, and until the next one, see ya!